Okay, well, I've got the camera in a weird position because the sun's trying to come up in my face. You can see it starting here, but anyway, it's quite distracting. I had to restart the last video, so I'm going to be in a weird position in this one just so that I can see the whole time. Okay, so I just got finished with my second day of an hour of meditation, and it was great yesterday. I mean, it just kept building all day. Like, there was more and more silence, like, building in my mind all day. It was absolutely amazing. I just kept thinking, I haven't felt like this in a long time. And mind you, I've been meditating every day for almost 2 years now, so it was cool. Like I told my honey yesterday, it was really cool to like be a newbie at something again, because that's something that I've been struggling with lately. You know, I've done so much personal growth that nothing's new anymore. You know, it's not like, oh my God, that worked so good, I'm so excited. You know, it's like, so yeah, because I've just done so much that it's like, yeah, that makes sense. And sometimes I get to that point where I'm like, when are we done breaking through? To where when I was new at all this stuff, I was like, another breakthrough, that shit feels good. So the meditation definitely gave me that little new thing that I wanted. And I noticed it all day long. I was like, this is so amazing. Like, I just feel so calm and so centered. And not that I really have anything out here that like upsets me or disturbs me or does anything like that, but it's like, it's that whole thing that it's like, you know, no matter where you go, there you are. Yeah. So you can go to these amazing places and do these amazing things, but it's like whoever you are on the inside is who you're taking with you. So you are, hang on, believe it or not, that sun's bothering me again. So funny, right? So you know, like, I'm finding that I've been through so much drama and pain in my life that it's kind of habitual for me. Like, if that stuff's not like going on, I'm wondering where it's at or when it's going to happen again, and not even on a conscious level. It's got to be like totally on a subconscious level. I can't hold that blanket up there and talk at the same time. And I'm also finding that first I noticed that I was uncomfortable being, I don't know, like high vibing all the time, right? That's what I first started noticing out here. And then going through this Get Your Shit Together challenge, I was in there doing a live in the group and I was talking about it, you know? And some girl got on there and she's like, well, for me, I'm just afraid to believe again because I've believed so many times in my life and like been all in and it's just fallen apart. And I was like, yeah, I don't really think that's me, you know, just kind of brushing it off, and then it started building. That's totally me. That's totally what's going on. I'm like the most optimistic, like everything always works out for the best girl, you know? But rounding the corner to 50 and having so much just damage and destruction behind me, you know, and granted, I'm sure I created all of it, but at the time I had no clue I was creating it. So after my last good breakup, I think that's when I shut down. And didn't really shut down, but just kind of stopped believing, you know? I was just like, all right, this Disney princess bullshit is like bullshit. There's no knight in shining armor. There's no, I think that's what happened. And I think on a subconscious level, like I'm still there, you know? And I'm just afraid to feel all the wonderful beauty in my life. And so yesterday, after doing that hour meditation in the morning, it was just like, it was amazing. I mean, I felt calm and I felt safe and I felt connected, which opened me up to the love that was around me. So, and you know the whole thing is it's like, yeah, everything ends, nothing lasts forever, nothing's fucking perfect, but it's like, are you gonna enjoy all the beauty of it while it's right here in front of you? Or are you gonna like wait till it's gone and then sit around like, man, if I had just done it this way or that way? And that's the whole thing. So it's like, if it's gonna go, if anything's gonna leave my life, don't I wanna enjoy it before it goes? No? You just enjoy it to the fullest. And also when you enjoy something to the fullest, you allow it to be in your life. When you're not enjoying something, when you're judging something, when you're keeping it down, when you're trying to control it, when you want it in your life for like fear-based reasons, then you're really just pushing it away. You're not allowing it to be in your life because you're not allowing it to be what it is. Does that make sense? So, like, so a good example is like, say you're dating somebody in your life who's a dancer, or even a child. You have a child who's a dancer, but you've got a problem with dancing. Do you think that person is gonna feel completely like they're allowed to be themselves around you? I mean, you don't allow dancing, and the dancing's the biggest part of them. See what I'm saying? So it kind of goes with the same flow. Like if I'm in a relation, if I have people in my life and I'm in a relationship with them, and I'm not just talking about intimate, I mean, this does apply to my boyfriend too, but I'm just talking about period. Like, if I'm constantly, like, looking for evidence that they're not telling me the truth, or, you know, just always on guard, like, yeah, well, this is really great, but I know it's not going to last. Do you think those people are going to want to be around me for very long? No, because they feel the most alive and most on purpose in their lives when they're allowed to be exactly who they are. And if some of what them being who they are is loving me, and I'm like, whatever, guess we'll see. You think they're gonna want to keep pouring love into me? No. And I don't, you know, I'm exaggerating. I'm never like, yeah, we'll see. But I'm sure that's what my vibration is, you know? Because that's what my belief is. So, no clue what I'm talking about or why I even started talking about that today, but I'm really glad I meditated. Again, I didn't want to. I woke up this morning and I was like, I want to go wrestle with myself for a fucking hour. Because that's what it is. It's a wrestling match. This morning was a lot easier than it was yesterday, but it is. And I think that's why people quit meditation, because they're like, oh, I just so fight myself the whole time I'm in there. They're like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, or... And believe me, I don't do the meditation because of how the hour of meditation feels. I do it for the after effects. Like all day long, it builds and builds and builds, and I'm calmer and I'm calmer. And it's like no matter what's going on, I'm in a good mood and everything's okay. Like I did a whole video yesterday for my Barefoot Expedition channel. And those are very, very time consuming. Like there's probably 250 clips in there. So not only did I have to, you know, create those clips from bigger clips, but, you know, I had to add music, I had to adjust volume on each clip. Some of them I had to change how they, you know, like zoom in. So it's very time consuming, but never at any point was I in there like, this isn't even the fun part. I've noticed that a lot since I've been here on the road. I just want to do the fun part. I'm like so busy just trying to feel good. Which is just silly, because then it's actually harder to feel good when I'm trying to feel good. So, alright, well, I think you guys have had enough of my rambles this morning. I know that I have. I'm going to go back into our little home and see if my honey has, you guys like the top off the Sammy? Isn't that fun? Made for a different meditation experience for sure. The wind's all whipping in here. Sun's trying to come in the windshield. I just have my blanket over my head. Well, it's easier to control my mind when it's dark, you know what I mean? There's activity going on and there's bright lights and stuff. I'm like, what's going on? I want to... There's a little bit of FOMO going on there, huh? Fear of missing out. Very easily distracted. Anyway. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.